What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Shout out to everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and commenting. You guys are freaking awesome. I hope everybody had a really good weekend. Hope you relaxed, had a good time, hung out with some friends, maybe saw some family, because now it's Monday and we're back on the grind. And while everybody in America was sleeping last night, we got to wake up to a little bit of a pullback this morning. So happy Monday, everybody, right? But it's really not that big of a deal when you have a look at it in the grand scheme of things. We've kind of been struggling around this low to mid 300 billion range anyway. So as you can see, pretty much everything across the board is red. I don't really have to go into too much today. We saw Ethereum over $600. And, the real thing that we're looking to get back to is that 0.1 BTC value for Ethereum, and we're currently only at 0.07. So there is still some catching up to do, but Bitcoin takes a hit, everything takes a hit, no real surprise. Now, some of the biggest gainers today we are seeing, aside from Skycoin and Huobi token, we're seeing Digix DAO at almost 22%, and Tether also increasing as well, which makes me think that maybe people are starting to get a little worried and they want to kind of secure their assets again, kind of put them into Tether or True USD or something like that, Digix DAO or Make or Die even. So what I was reading on CoinDesk was there was this article. Now, we had been discussing a little bit of the pennant that's been forming lately. If you kind of look at the charts, I don't have them pulled up right here, but we were seeing this pattern, and it would literally look like the letter M. And that was the top of the M was where the 20K Bitcoin was, and then it made an M and kind of rallied down and did it again and did it again. So essentially, it could potentially happen one more time on a smaller scale. So what they're saying right here is that there is a bit of a concern because you have the low volume, right? So if you look right here, do you see how right here it looks like we were starting to break out? But then if you look at this, there's falling volume, right? So this is a bullish outside day. So basically, they're saying that if there is a break, it could be short-lived. So on the 4-hour chart, trading volume has picked up as price fell back to 7,500 roughly from a high of around 77. So the upside break of the falling trend line has opened the doors for a rise to potentially $8,000. However, low volumes may indicate a false breakout. A downside break of the rising wedge seen in the 4-hour chart would allow a drop to $7,000 again. So we could potentially touch 7,000 one more time, okay? And then it says only a high volume break above 7,700 could yield a sustainable rally to $8,000. So this is kind of what we've been saying, and I think that there's going to be this last final dip before we really take off. Pretty much, we've been saying mid-June is basically when this breakout's going to happen. So, dollar cost average, if that's your thing, hold your horses, get ready, because I have a feeling that this is the final dip. That's just what I'm feeling. I'm sensing it. I've been feeling it for a while now. I hope that I'm not wrong. So let's talk about something good, though. Enough about these depressing market situations. Let's talk about some pretty cool story. So there's a CryptoKitty charity that actually raised $15,000 for a children's hospital. Now, I know you're saying $15,000 in crypto, that's not that much. But here's the really cool thing about it. It was started by Bella. She's only 10 years old. So this 10-year-old Bella and her dad, they run this digital marketplace for CryptoKitties called Bella's CryptoKitty Den. And she said that she opened this as a way that she basically just wanted to do good, right? So she launched this for a charitable initiative. She's calling it Kitties for Cause, and it was actually able to raise $15,000. Users were able to bid on 370 different cryptocurrencies, and then they donated it to Bella's Kitty Den. So unfortunately, that $15,000, if they didn't cash out, is only worth about $13,000 today because of the dip we've seen in the Ethereum price. But how awesome is that, guys? A 10-year-old girl comes up with this idea and raises $15,000 for a children's hospital by selling CryptoKitties. That's really awesome. It's very, very, very heartwarming, So that's a good story to wake up to on a Monday morning. Now, we were talking about EOS versus Ethereum, right? That tends to be the big topic right now. So Vitalik is saying that plasma and sharding can scale Ethereum by 10,000x, okay? So he's saying that Ethereum would be able to process 1 million transactions per second soon, thanks to second layer scaling solutions such as sharding and plasma. He further said that potentially 100 million transactions per second would be possible thanks to scaling solutions being developed as well. He goes on to explain that Bitcoin is currently processing a bit less than 3 transactions per second, and if it goes close to 4, it is already at peak capacity, which is crazy because it was doing a lot more earlier. And then you have Ethereum doing roughly 5 per second, and if it goes above 6, then it's also at peak capacity. On the other hand, he explains, for example, Uber on average does 12 rides per second, PayPal several hundred transactions per second, Visa several thousand, major stock exchanges tens of thousands, and IoT, you're talking hundreds of thousands per second, right? So he says that the reason I think layer 1 and 2 networks are complementary is because ultimately, if you look at the math, the scalability gains from the layer 1 improvements and layer 2 improvements do ultimately multiply each other. So for example, if you have a sharding solution, the sharding solution itself might increase the scalability of Ethereum by a factor of 100. Or eventually even more. But then, if you do plasma on top of the scalability solution, then that means that you're doing 100 times the amount of the activity, but you are doing 100 times the amount of entrances, the amount of exits, and dispute resolution. So, yeah, he's saying that Ethereum could potentially do 1 million transactions per second. Anything's possible, guys. Anything's possible. So in other news, we did have this. Now, this is directly from the source. This is from the ZenCash blog themselves. So this is not any kind of FUD or rumor. You know, they've already addressed this. So you do have the double spend 51% attack that was recently initiated. So we all know that this is an issue, right? With public blockchains, we've seen this happen with recently Verge. There was another one that had just had an issue as well. I can't remember. There were some issues with Lisk as well, but they kind of took care of that right off the bat when the mainnet went down. But 51% attacks, they're an issue, and all Equihash-based networks are exposed to an influx of new Equihash power, and therefore they're saying that the best short-term mitigation strategy is to recommend that all exchanges increase their minimum required confirmations to at least 100 confirmations. We're going to get into that in a second. So, what do we know so far about this? Well, they say between blocks 318165 and 318275, the attackers caused multiple reorganizations of the blockchain, reverting 38 blocks in the longest reorganization. In block 318204 and 318234, the attackers performed a double spend attack. So the first time you had 6,600 in Zen, and the second time you had 13,000 Zen. So the question is my money safe? They say, increased requirement confirmations to 100 makes another attack highly unlikely. However, if you have any specific concerns about the general security of exchange platforms, please contact the exchange directly. As always, we recommend that users store their funds in wallets that they control, such as cold storage, something like the Ledger Nano S, or paper wallets. So that's great that they've responded so quickly. However, I just want to point one little thing out. 100 confirmations. Just to give you guys a little bit of an idea, if you were to send this to Binance, here's a list of Binance transactions and how long it would take. One of the quickest being Nano, which is 3 seconds, okay? But let's scroll past here. These are all ERC20, so you're seeing 15-second, 30 confirmations, roughly 7 minutes and 30 seconds, etc. Now we go all the way to the bottom, and we had that issue with Bitcoin Gold, right? So they increased it to 20 confirmations. You're talking 3 hours and 20 minutes. So due to this 100 confirmations with a 2 minute and 30 second, block roughly, you're looking at waiting 4 hours and 10 minutes for a ZenCash transaction if you're going to send to Binance. So if you're planning on trading on Binance, you're looking at a 4 hour and 10 minute wait to receive your ZenCash. So yeah, I mean, safety first, but that really sucks, and that's a really long time to wait as well. Speaking of Binance, so everybody was so excited this morning. Quarkchain was getting listed. Yay, everybody's talking about it. It's getting all these retweets on Twitter, and now they're saying that they have to postpone it because there's insufficient amount of QKC tokens. Basically, there's not enough liquidity for Binance to feel comfortable opening trading. So basically, you're just going to have to pay close attention, get those trigger fingers ready, and just wait for that announcement to come out, guys. So we're going to have to wait on the Quarkchain as far as trading is concerned. You can deposit it, but you can't trade it. Okay. Also, let's talk about the final airdrop. So for anyone that's holding Effect.AI tokens, EFX, if you have more than 500, you're going to receive 50 free spot coins. Okay. So currently, the best place if you don't own it to buy EFX would be Switcheo. So you can go over to switcheo.exchange and you can get it there. Obviously, it's Neo-based, NEP5. They've just recently integrated Ledger support, making it a lot easier for everybody. So I just wanted to let you know, if you have more than 500 EFX, you're going to get 50 spot. Cool. Airdrops. Free money. We love it. Moving on. So carVertical, they say, amazing news. When you want to strengthen your leadership, you choose the most successful teams to collaborate with. Probably that's why Volkswagen has invited carVertical to partner in the development of blockchain-based solutions. So they've got the support of the Future Mobility Incubator thanks to Volkswagen. So this is really great news for carVertical. By the way, like the new logo, guys. Kind of switched it up a little bit, so that looks cool as well. Also, THEKEY was granted a National Technology Innovation Award of 2018 Chinese government's information product for its MVP testnet product and its application in medical insurance payments, virtual social security card applications based on blockchain technology and IDV in order to build a medical insurance and medical big data platform. So congratulations, THEKEY, on winning that award. And yeah, always looking forward to great things coming out of the projects like THEKEY. Another thing too I want to talk about, so Streamlabs. So Streamlabs is like probably the biggest third-party tipping solution for Twitch, right? Well, they've recently added cryptocurrency, guys. So they've recently added Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. The reason being is because it's going to be connected through Coinbase. So those are the 4 coins that they offer. So you will be able to tip using those as well. I love adoption. Also, speaking of adoption, you have CoinGrocer. So they just launched an online store that's going to sell 21,000 plus natural, organic, gourmet, and specialty products, and they will be accepting cryptocurrency. Awesome. So that's more adoption. Cryptocurrencies, groceries. Why not, guys? Real world use cases. You also have Japan's financial service giant SBI Holdings has announced that its in-house crypto exchange has now officially gone live. What's kind of interesting, though, is they are currently only supporting XRP. That's strange. And then they soon plan to implement Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So they only have Ripple, XRP, and they're going to soon have Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Interesting plan of unveiling coins in that order. So we'll have to talk about that, see what's going on with that. You also have Chinese internet titan Baidu announces Superchain blockchain protocol. So they announced that the next step in its blockchain integration is in the form of a protocol aimed at reducing mining energy consumption, and they're calling it Superchain. So the move forms the latest in a series of increasingly direct experiments with cryptocurrency for Baidu, which launched its blockchain as a service solution in January earlier this year. So Superchain can insert and remove consensus mechanisms to solve the current energy consumption problem and is also compatible with the development system of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Superchain, guys. Wow. That's something I'm going to have to look into. That's pretty interesting. It can insert and remove consensus mechanisms to solve energy consumption problems. We'll have to keep an eye on the Superchain, guys. Now, let's talk about Australia's first digital currency town to accept Bitcoin to boost tourism. So you have Agnes Water, okay? They're billing itself the first digital cryptocurrency town in an effort to attract international digital savvy travelers to boost its primary industry, tourism. So check it out right here. Here's the billboard. Agnes Waters, 1770, Australia's first digital currency town. And look, it has it says Travel Bit Australia, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, NEM, Litecoin, Ethereum. I think that's just really, really cool. So they say over 30 local businesses, including accommodation providers, tour operators, restaurants, and even the local pub, are now accepting cryptocurrencies, despite being a town of a mere 2,000 permanent residents. So that's really awesome from adoption. Also, in Australia, we have a Brisbane airport now accepting cryptocurrencies. And this is a screenshot from the news. So there you guys go. More adoption. It doesn't stop. Blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies. Let's go, guys. Now, I wanted to talk about Blockchain Connect Conference. This is taking place in San Jose, California, okay? June 26th and 27th. I'm very excited for this, guys. So the reason that I'm excited for this is you have to look at some of the people that are speaking. So check this out. We have Vinny Lingham, CEO of Civic, okay? You have the former Samsung CEO. You have an investor of Airbnb and Uber. You have Patrick Dye, the founder of Qtum. You have Ripple. You have Draper University, all right? Now, as I kept going down the list, this is where it started getting really interesting. So you have Yunobo Lee, founder of NKN, former co-founder at Onchain. Elaine Shi, chief scientist at Thunder Token, guys. You have the co-founder at THEKEY. You have Jun Lee, the founder of Ontology. You have the founder and CEO of Quarkchain. You have the research lead of Huobi Group, okay? Andrew Lee, partner at Fission Capital. I had a chance to actually meet him in the city. Really, really, really cool guy, man. You have OKCoin USA, project lead at U Network. You have the Zuling Chen, the COO of ELF. Who else do we have in here? You have the president of THEKEY, co-founder and CEO at Theta Labs. That's just to name a few, guys. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. If you guys want, you can definitely come down here. You just, you click buy tickets, and then it'll take you to this screen right here. And then where it says enter code, basically just type in CryptoZombie, boom, apply the code, and you will instantly get 30% off. I'm very excited for this one in particular, and the reason that I bring this up, guys, is because it's really important, especially if you're an early investor and you're trying to get a hold of these projects kind of before they blow up. It's really good to go out there and network, meet these people, learn about the projects, engulf yourself into the actual atmosphere, get to meet people, because for me, everything changed when I went to Neo DevCon. That for me was like, wow. This is more than just monopoly money, okay? This is real. This is important. And when you see the emotion and the passion that these people have, these developers behind these projects, I don't know. I just think you guys should definitely check it out. I'm really, really excited for this one. So that being said, that's really all the news for today. It's Monday. Not too much going on. We kind of have a stagnant market as usual, but that's crypto, guys. It can't always be, Lambos and to the moon. So that being said, I want to say thank you so much to everyone that's been coming back to my channel, subscribing, liking, commenting. Drop anything you want. I love to read your comments. Get involved in my Telegram group if you haven't. My Telegram group is amazing, guys. There are so many just awesome researchers. I mean, I wake up and sometimes these guys give me more information than I can even find on my own. So really awesome to just, get involved and join the community. That being said, my name's K-Dub. This is CryptoZombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.